You guys are lazy as shit! What's up, universe? I'm Faye, and welcome to my channel. You know, when Stranger Things first came out, it was this huge brand new thing. Everywhere you look, it was Stranger Things this, Stranger Things that. There's literally everywhere. Funnily enough, I connected to that series instantly. Like, it's insane. I was obsessed with it when I was like 12, 11 years old, and that's when season 2 was first coming out, and it was all the freaking rage, and it was so good. I literally remember watching this shit and talking about it nonstop because I was so obsessed. I really remember drawing the numbers on my wrist just so I can play like I have superpowers and shit. And everybody was enjoying it, especially because it was a brand new thing. It was a brand new thing that was created to literally put theories upon. I remember watching so many videos theorizing what would happen in different seasons, what could actually happen in the story or the timeline itself, and I was so intrigued, and it was honestly my favorite freaking thing to talk about. What the fuck is this last season? I mean, we truly need to talk about why it's so bad. I mean, I'm sure we all heard so many different sides and so many different things to the story, but truly, I just think they got lazy. I mean, the entire story per se, it's like the first season and the second season has a specific tone to it. It brings people in, especially because it shows the POV from a bunch of different age groups. There's the children, there's the teenagers, and then the adults. So it was literally inviting for everybody. And then they kind of just failed. I liked a lot about the different things in the story. Like, for example, in season 3, they did pre-built like the Russian bullshit.
I now believe there was and may very well still be a Russian spy presence in Hawkins.
Russian spy!
To create season 3, but at the same time, it takes away from so many other things, you know? Stranger Things didn't feel like Stranger Things since literally season 3. And I kind of like slap us in the face and say, hey guys, it's the 80s. Yeah, we get it, you know, we get it. But it doesn't feel like that anymore. You know what I mean? These kids, like how their actual childhood went, it looked exactly like that. But at the same freaking time, it kind of felt like the seasons were going on, they kind of just completely vanished from what made the show feel good and impactful in the first place, and why people even enjoyed watching it in the first place. I mean, not to mention the science behind it all. We're not even gonna fucking talk about that. But truly, what bombed it for me was the fact that the villain is garbage. Like, the main villain, we were all thinking, oh my god, the Mind Flayer, he's so huge, he's so terrifying, what's his story, what the hell is going on? But really, you fucking create Vecna, and Vecna is literally the worst fucking character to ever known. You cannot tell me otherwise. I know there are so many people simping over the character or whatever the fuck, but at the same fucking time, like, it doesn't even feel like Stranger Things anymore. It doesn't feel the same. Like, my inner child isn't happy watching this. You know, I genuinely think since season 4, since the second they introduced Vecna, the story just went off the rails. I can't really say much about season 3 because at least they got the references and different things from season 1 and season 2, but not so much in season 4. They just created an entire new thing, and it's just so sad. Yeah, they brought back Callie, which I know there are so many people that are split between this. Like, some of them is like, Callie was supposed to be like a one character thing and just like leave her aside, forget she even existed. But at the same time, like, I'm kind of glad they brought her back, but they brought her back for no reason, apparently, because she hardly ever uses her powers at all. She's hardly fucking helpful at all. It's just insane. And also, like, Will having powers takes away from everything. I understand where you got it from in the first place, but because he's connected to him, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel natural, you know? And not to mention, why the hell do, like, all of the kids have to literally just have, like, pop off the thing? Like, Will had to, like, get it out of his goddamn throat. Like, that's insane. You did him dirty on that one. Fuck. It's so funny how also, like, the writers just bombed it. They bombed it. It was so bad. It was so bad. They were also talking up so high. They're like, this is going to be the best season. This is going to be the best thing ever created on television. It's going to be fucking insane and all of you are gonna freaking love it. And truly, it was garbage. It was so shit. Yeah, in season 4, we could at least like balance out a little bit because you introduced new characters that we actually really, really loved. But at the same freaking time, like, it feels like you're introducing characters just to kill them off. And not only that, you're introducing characters that we do not give a shit about just to fucking forget about their existence. Like, what the fuck happened to him? Or the bullies? Like, so many characters either just disappear out of the face of the earth to add other characters which make no fucking sense to the story itself. And it's just like, you bombed it. Since season 4, you literally freaking bombed it. It's the worst freaking thing ever. Like, when I was watching this shit, I was so disappointed. I was like, there's no fucking way this shit is Stranger Things. There's no way they aired this shit with all of the fucking rage in the world saying that this shit was going to be the best freaking thing ever. And it was garbage. It kind of feels like Game of Thrones all over again. If you're going to hype up a show this much and be so shit, I don't know, maybe give it to us a little bit earlier. I mean, we waited years for this shit. Years, only to give me garbage? One, the story doesn't fucking make any fucking sense. The villains doesn't make any fucking sense. Other characters don't make any fucking sense. Like, are you kidding me? It feels like you just wrote this to put a pin in it. To be like, alright, well, we wrote it so we could just like move on with our lives and it would be done with the story. Like, you guys are lazy as shit! What is wrong with you? I'm being so for real. You introduced the worst villain known to men. Isn't even scary. Has a goddamn dead bod. And like, I don't know. What are you giving me here? It kind of feels like you just gave me like a pedophile as a fucking villain. Like, come on, man. I don't know. I genuinely think that it was just stupid. It felt stupid. Like, the entire story, all of the characters, the character development that doesn't fucking exist. I mean, for fuck's sake, Mike is the same fucking character that was from season 1 all the way to now. Same with 11. The same with Lucas. The same with literally every single character. Besides Will, which I guess he has a little bit of character development in this last little seasons because he literally was a non-existent character. He was like his own back shadow character. He hardly existed in the back of our minds, alright? I don't know. It just feels like, I don't know. You guys are lazy. You made the story so shit. Okay, tell me why Steve is literally the only fucking character with character development. Hop's relationship with 11, for example, same bullshit. From season 1 all the way to season 5. I'm so sick of it. He is overprotective, which is great. I get it. Like, he has a trauma with his daughter or whatever. But you didn't make him grow. With every single thing that 11 has gone through, save the world, literally 4, 5 times, whatever times how many it was. And you still don't trust her? And you're still scared? Like, okay. And my guy, not to mention, he was ready to off himself. Like, what? In the first goddamn episode, he was ready to be like, alright, see ya, deuces. Like, what is the point of doing that? 11 would have still been there, alone, not to mention all that, plus with a little siren going on because she can't fucking use her goddamn powers with it. You would have been no help dead, my guy. What is wrong with people? The writers are just trying to create, like, intense situations to just kind of like, we don't care about y'all. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is stupid now. The second that Hop shot 11, and I was like, oh my fucking god. I was like, ah. And then as soon as they fucking show her fine, I was like, alright. Okay. You literally just took off the intensity of everything. I'm not saying like, hey, can we kill characters? But I am saying like, hey, can we please up the fucking stakes here? Like, gosh, there's nothing to talk about. Like, the entire story per se, like, it's insane, right? There's an entire laboratory who created an entire fucking dimension, right? And using powers, literally stealing freaking women, right? Impregnating them, right? Putting the superpower juices into them, abstracted for one fucking person that got that power because of the little rock thingy that he touched when he was a kid, which one did not explain at all what the fuck that shit was in the first place. And his relationship with that rock. We're all thinking, oh my god, so he's actually not the bad guy, right? He's actually like just a victim. No, he was totally fine with it. He was like, yeah, we work together, we're in this together, we're all in this together, we work together. What are you trying to say here? You up the stakes only to be like, not to mention that literally Joyce, yeah, love her by the fucking way. But at the same goddamn time, her in this last season, garbage. Not helpful. I mean, she tried, but not helpful. And not to mention, she doesn't mention Henry at all. They knew each other in school, but she does not mention him at all. Doesn't react to his name, doesn't react to their past, doesn't say anything about anything. What the fuck? Honestly, you're so lazy. You don't even create a consistent story. It genuinely feels like they're automatic characters that won't interact with each other unless the story needs them to. Even though the story would need them to fucking interact, it doesn't. Joyce haven't ever said a peep about how he was in freaking high school or about how he was growing at all. She literally acts like she'd never even known his existence. Like, can you be more lazy? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, you create the worst fucking villain known to men and don't even freaking connect that goddamn villain to the other characters at all? Not to mention, you literally brought up Holly to be one of the main fucking characters from this season, making zero fucking sense because we did not give a fuck about her at all. Since season 1, we never gave a fuck about Holly. And not only that, she never spoke a word. Ever. And now she's a character? Make me give a fuck. Maybe, if you're gonna do that, amp the fucking stakes a little bit. I genuinely think that the main problem with Stranger Things is the fact that they didn't write a huge, cohesive story. They didn't write it. Instead of doing that, they just got one season, all right, let's write about it. And then second season's coming up, okay, let's write about it. Third season, instead of actually making the story like full story and then cutting it into pieces to put it as seasons, they didn't do that. They just went with the flow. And that made the worst decision you probably ever could because apparently you're shit writers. It was just sad. I don't know. I like making fun of all these things and like laughing about it or whatever, but at the same time, if you're going to literally make us all wait years for something, right, that we're truly so freaking excited about, right, because like series and movies and stuff mean a lot to some people. Maybe not to other people because they're like, all right, whatever, but to some people it does mean a lot because like we don't have a freaking social life. I don't know, it just feels cheap. You wasted all of your money on CGI that wasn't even good, right? Only to give me a story that is less than mediocre. I don't understand. What the fuck did you spend your budget on? The CGI was absolute garbage. I liked the first season and the second season because there was fucking CGI in both of them. But it was at least okay. It was good. We could use our freaking imaginations. Not to mention that the Demogorgons don't act the same. The Demodogs do not act the same. Like, I don't know. It's just, you made every single character be indestructible in a way. I mean, for fuck's sake, Lucas kicked a Demogorgon and they backed away. Since when does that ever happen? Bob, right, got jumped by one Demogorgon and then they all went up on him. But they back up for Lucas? Like, what? Like, their attention span? I mean, they could listen to them talking, but they couldn't listen to the fucking song that was playing in the background? It's just shit writing. It's just lazy. And it's just sad, especially for the people that this shit meant so much to, you know? Like, when I was a kid, I was genuinely obsessed, and now, literally, like, my inner child is just disappointed. You made me disappointed. It's just sad. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Tell me exactly what you think in the comments. Like, is there some things that you believe that actually makes the series better or worse, or some points that I didn't mention that you want to talk down below? I would love to freaking read all of your comments and know exactly what you guys are thinking. I love it. So thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.